CCX, a second-round Class 6A game featuring the 6th-ranked team in Class 6A, the Eden Prairie Eagles, and the number 1 team, unbeaten 9-0, Maple Grove Crimson. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson and Ryan Iverson. Ryan, we've hit November 1st, and we finally get football weather, right? I mean, it's not bad, really, for November 1. The low winds, temperature around 40 degrees. Snow's been cleared off, and we should have a great night for football between two terrific programs and teams.
It's so Minnesota. Last week it was 80 degrees at kickoff. Today feels more like fall football. So definitely colder. It's the first time either team is playing in cold. But you know what? There's no wind. It's a perfect night for football. Once you get moving the cold, most kids just forget about it. I'm just excited for a great matchup tonight.
Eagles coming in with 3 losses, but they really play a tough schedule, one of the toughest schedules in the state.
Yeah. And I think, I think when you look at Eden Prairie, John, you're like, 3 losses. What in the heck is going on, right? But they did beat Minnetonka, who at the time was the top team in the state. So and Mike Grant, I played for him, so I've known him forever. Like, he gets his guys prepared and ready. And they do. They slowly get better as the year progresses. So Maple Grove, clearly the best team in the state of Minnesota, but you're going to have to earn the victory tonight, even being at home.
Crimson have had a terrific season, Ryan. 9-0, first-year head coach Adam Spurl really hitting their stride. Got a big win in Week 8 against Minnetonka, and then an easy win last week against Burnsville in the first round of the playoffs.
And doing it without arguably the best running back in the state of Minnesota. And so, again, I think that's benefited if it's allowed Chuck to get healthy, and it's allowed other people to step up. The thing that stands out, John, when you look at the film and the tape on Maple Grove, is they don't have a weakness. They are solid all over the board on offense, on defense, special teams. They can run. They can get into a throwing match. They got great receivers, a great tight end, and of course defensively they've been outstanding. So just a really, really good all-around football team tonight.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Eden Prairie. No surprise they like to run the football, right? Year in and year out. Elijah Rumpf is their number 1 guy running the ball this season.
Yeah, and he's solid. I mean, he's 5'11", 205 pounds, over 1,000 yards. And we were talking to Coach Grant before the game, and you could kind of tell he wants to be physical. That's been the message tonight. Let's be physical. And that's what Eden Prairie's done for so long, is they dominated up front with that offensive line. So Maple Grove been excellent against the run. That's going to be the matchup, them stopping that inside rushing attack for the Eagles.
So let's look at a key player on Maple Grove for defense. Jacob Rabanik, a senior. Really good defense. I think it kind of gets overlooked because their offense scores so many points, but their defense has held teams down all season.
Yeah, and schematically, for years, and they're still doing it even with the new coaches, their linebackers are what make that defense go. You'll watch them tonight walking up to the line of scrimmage. Are they blitzing? Are they not? And just having great athletes. That's what Maple Grove has had for years here. And he's certainly one of them. Almost 70 tackles. You'll see him around the ball all game long. So just a phenomenal athlete and a competitor.
And you mentioned Chuck Lungama back in the backfield. This is the last 4.5 games. He's still their leading rusher, but having 21 healthy, I think it gives Maple Grove's offense even more of a boost than they've been terrific as it is.
Well, and I think, too, being that they won critical games against Minnetonka without him, against other really good teams without him, now you get that back. It's kind of like that confidence level even goes further. And this time of year, it's about confidence level. And that's why I always thought John Eden Prairie in the playoffs was so tough, because they had that championship pedigree. Well, guess what? Maple Grove has that now, too, with the recent state championship. These kids may not have played much on it, but their brothers and their older friends did. So they've seen what it takes to win. These coaches know what it takes to win. So it's just going to be a fun game tonight. I think the best matchup of this round in the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt. The winner goes on to the state quarterfinals next week against either Egan or Edina. We'll take time out. We'll kick it off in a moment. Eden Prairie, Maple Grove football live on CCX in a moment.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married, an interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Great Friday night in Maple Grove. Last home game for the Crimson, regardless of things play out tonight. Neutral sites for the quarterfinals, Eden Prairie and Maple Grove. John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson. 6A football second round tonight for you. Look at the 4 quadrants of the 6A. We're in the lower right there. Maple Grove, Eden Prairie, Edina, and Egan waits the winner of this one next Thursday at Park Center. Top right, Mounds View, Prior Lake, STMA, Shakopee, and Lakeville North, Champlain Park, Lakeville South, Anoka, Minnetonka, and Mayo. Blaine, Forest Lake all playing tonight as well.
Yeah, I was excited to see Champlain Park from our area come out with that big win over Eastridge last week. They're going to have their hands full against Lakeville North, but good to see good representation here from our CCX area.
Harrison Cirque will kick off for Eden Prairie. Maple Grove to receive the opening kickoff. Dylan Vogel back deep for the Crimson along with Reggie Williams, and we are underway. Williams will field it back at the 4-yard line. Out to the 20, 30-yard line. Reggie Williams in the open brings it out to the 42, a 38-yard run back. And Maple Grove in great field position on the opening series of the game.
Yeah, and special teams just play such a big part, John. They can get you, spark that momentum, start the game off, you get a good kick return, put your offense in a great starting position. And how about Caden Harney in his second year as a starter? What I love about him is how efficient he is. Almost 65% completions. Every week you look in the newspaper and he's 130, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the key, only 3 interceptions too.
Well, that terrific run back comes back partially. There was a hold on Maple Grove during the run back, so still decent field position, but instead of outside the 40, they'll start at their 29.
Yeah, and I mean, just a different feel with Chuck Langama back there, right? He's got to get used to getting into game speed. Practice isn't always the same, so it'll be interesting to see how quickly they try to get him involved.
He'll get the carry on first down, and it's hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. It'll be a loss of a yard on the play. Coming up and making the tackle, Aaron Cruzy, the senior defensive back.
Yeah, that was a great tackle, and they kind of strung him out nicely, didn't allow him to turn upfield, and Cruzy comes back there, and that's what you have to do against a great running back, John. You need your defensive backs, your safeties to come up and be great tacklers.
Second down and 11, Maple Grove from their 28. Gamba Malone back, Vogel top of your screen, comes in motion. Harney will hand it off. Vogel cut it upfield and gets out past the 35. Slides it close to the first down marker. He'll pick up 10. It'll be a yard short of the first down and bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Vogel can run the ball. He catches the ball. He can do a little bit of everything. He's a great tackler, too. You look at the starters for both teams. But what I love on that is you see a lot of guys take that jet sweep, John, and they try to go wider and wider and try to get a home run. Vogel just cut it up the field, got 9-10 yards on that, set up a 3rd and manageable.
3rd and a yard for the Crimson. Draheim in the backfield. He gets the carry and has the first down. And it's out to the 45-yard line for a gain of 6.
Yeah, just right up the middle. Nice little trap play. It's quick. You don't allow defensive penetration. You hit them quick. And that's how you finish a run, too. And John, as I was preparing for this game, I looked at the one thing that really stood out for Maple Grove. First quarter scoring on the year, 133-21. And so this is a team that is used to getting off to fast starts, getting a big lead. And so I thought the first quarter really critical for Eden Prairie here on the road.
James Engel in motion. Harney, roll out, throws, and a completion. Ramotka with the catch, and he brings it all the way down to the 30-yard line. The big senior tight end, 6'5", 220 yards. That's a gain of 23 yards on a first down for the Crimson.
Yeah, and just, simple pass plays, right? Play action only works when you're running the ball effectively. Harney does a great job. He doesn't overhold onto it. He sees his target, hits him in stride. And 11 catches coming into this game. 4 of them have gone for touchdowns for Ramotka. So when he catches the ball, he makes a big impact. And I think Maple Grove with that balance, right? You can't load up just on the run because they have a great balance to their offense.
When Gama in motion, but it's Patrick Wright that gets the carry. Off left tackle inside the 30-yard line down to the 25. And another good gain, Ryan. Pickup of 6 here.
Oh, and he's one of those guys that really benefited, got a bigger opportunity with Langama out for a significant time this year. But he's had a great year, 7 rushing touchdowns. And anytime you put a guy like Langama in motion, the defense is going to notice that. They're going to flow, and they hit him right up the middle for a nice first down carry.
Good opening drive after that first play from Maple Grove. 2nd and 4 from the Eden Prairie 25. Harney wants to throw, has protection, fires, and it is caught by Draheim. Touchdown.
Yeah. I'm going to say, they're going to call him short. It actually looked like he landed on the defender and carried him into the end zone. That'd be interesting to see the replay on that. But how about the throw in traffic right down the seam? And again, just put right on the money. Great poise. His perfect accuracy. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Because his knee didn't actually go down. It was on top of the defender.
And you're right. One of the referees said touchdown, and the other one did. So it should have been a touchdown. This one is. Draheim gets the call. Well, no signal yet. Caden Harney have the signal. Nope, we're going to stop him short. 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Nice job up front there by the Eden Prairie Eagle defense. That's so critical when you get down to that goal line. Not only do you have to take on your blocker, but you almost got to push him backwards so that you can make the hit, the initial contact before the end zone. See about 8 inches there before the goal line. Don't be saying Caden Harney can run. He's a big kid. Seeing him right up the middle on a sneak.
Under center, Albeck the center. He'll roll out. Fires in traffic. That was almost intercepted. A little bit behind Ramotka and almost picked off there by Isaiah Kelly.
And I'm okay with that call. 2nd down, go ahead and take a chance and run a play action. And again, Caden Harney is usually such a good decision maker. I thought maybe he was going to tuck it and run. Anytime Vikings fans remember Brett Favre versus the Saints throwing across your body into the middle of the field, dangerous throw. Maple Grove lucky that wasn't intercepted. Wouldn't be surprised here to just see a simple run right up the middle.
Harney's going to run, push, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I think, John, just with Adam Spurl knowing that it was only 2nd down, knowing that they could get that anytime, that's why they went with the play action on the previous play. But a nice drive, nice opening statement there by Maple Grove. And again, showing what they've done all year long, just mixing it up. Excellent passing, timed with a couple of really nice runs, just great balance.
Henry Severs has been solid as a kicker this year. Extra point is up and through. Maple Grove's opening drive at 7-0 Crimson.
Yeah, and I think Caden Harney knows he got away with. He's such a good decision maker. He's been so careful taking care of the ball, and that time very, very nearly intercepted, but he made up for it. Great opening drive.
Look at the drive again. The pass to Ramotka that went for 20-plus yards. Set him down inside the 30.
And this was just a beautiful throw.
It's a pass that looked like it was a touchdown, but was called down at the 1 or inside the 1. And then Harney, a couple plays later, going in himself for the rushing touchdown. His 5th rushing TD of the season. He's 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock.
And I think that's so valuable when you get, within the 1 yard line or 4th and 1. If you have a big quarterback and you trust your center and your guards, just eliminate the handoff, eliminate a mistake, eliminate a chance that defense can get in the backfield. Just go with the quarterback sneak, get the points. Well executed.
Severs with the kick. We have a flag back upfield.
That would be offsides.
A second penalty already for Maple Grove, both on special teams. And we'll re-kick.
Well, and this, this drive, you can see if we can see who's. Oh, I think
It was right in the middle there. Might have been Will Raymond there offsides just by a step.
So from the 35, Seavers will do it again. Be handled at the 15, bobbled a little bit, returned up past the 25. Some room there. And all the way out past the 45 to the 47 goes Cruzy.
Well, we saw Cruzy on defense make a great tackle that time. Ran with great patience, kind of allowed that seam to open up, got to the outside, and then wasn't afraid to lower the shoulder and get an extra couple of yards. So great field position for the Eagles too. And again, I think when you're on the road and you're playing the number 1 team in the state, just getting off to that fast start. I think their offense needs to put together a drive here and answer that first score.
Jackson Baucom is their quarterback. And they'll run on first down. It's Rumpf. And he's tackled by Rabanek. Has help as well and gain of just 1. Oh, now push after the whistle.
Just saying hello, getting to know each other.
You got to stay warm, right?
Well, and I think too, like Maple Grove's defensive line, if they can occupy, Eden Prairie's always had great athletic linemen that can pull and move. You look at Backham there, 500, just over 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, only a junior. When we talked to Coach Grant, he just kind of said everyone's gotten better and older during the season as they've gotten more and more experience.
Second down run brings it into Maple Grove territory. A run of 3 yards down to the 47.
Yeah, you're going to
see the first carry tonight, for Jeremy Fredericks.
A lot of that, just trying to load up the box and be physical as you look at the starters here for both sides. Maybe nothing spectacular, but they're going to get in these third and manageable situations. And for years, Coach Grant has always just trusted those linemen up front, and he's always had really good running backs, and he does again this year too.
3rd and 4 from the Maple Grove 46. Baucom on count, couldn't draw Maple Grove offside. Rumpf gets the carry, breaks a tackle. He's got a first down, spins down to the 42, close to the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5.
Yeah, Ryder Scancer got it in the backfield, had a shot at him, and just a nice job running through that arm tackle. Kept those legs moving. He's a big, strong kid. Picked up the first down. I like what Eden Prairie did there too, John. You notice they went with a hard count. Maple Grove with those linebackers love to get a great jump on the ball. If you can keep them off balance, off timing a little bit, it could be huge.
Baucom a handoff. Fredericks on the carry. He's inside the 40 and then pushed back after a gain of about 3. Multeen on the tackle for Maple Grove. 2nd down and 7 on Fredericks' second carry.
Yeah, nice job just not giving up a seam there. Again, the thing that always has stood out with Maple Grove is how well their linebackers pursue down the field. They've always been athletic and fast.
Baucom wanting to throw, has got plenty of time and incomplete. Intended receiver was Max Lawrenson. Coverage downfield by Gavin Elmquist. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and Elmquist did a nice job. He was right there, but he was on the middle side of the field. If that ball placed just a little bit shorter, that would have been a nice connection there. And I think Eden Prairie, obviously they want to run the ball. They want to establish the line of scrimmage, but if they can hit a couple of those play action and passes, maybe soften Maple Grove up just a little bit, that could be a big thing for Eden Prairie.
3rd and 7, Eagles' first drive of the game from the Maple Grove 38. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Fredericks in the backfield next to Baucom. And he'll look to throw again. Steps up. Cam throws high and incomplete. Trying to go for Lawrenson again. And Dylan Vogel on the coverage this time. And it's 4th down. And presumably Eden Prairie will punt here.
Yeah, pretty good coverage again. Vogel right there. That ball would have had to been put right on the money. Eden Prairie just always been built for 3rd and short, built for 2nd and short. You get into 3rd and long this year, haven't had as much success hitting those type of plays. the short field, you always got to be aware of a fake punt too.
Cole Stern is the puncher for Eden Prairie. Kick will bounce at the 15.
Oh, you better get away from it.
And
Nice
it'll be
punt. Nice job.
tagged down at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, this is where if you're Eden Prairie, you feel like you need to make something happen defensively. Can you get a fumble or a strip sack or an interception? Something to kind of swing the momentum back to your side.
Mike Grant, 33rd year as head coach, 12 state championships. Is 11?
I think it's 11.
All right. I read 12 somewhere. I'll believe you because you're the Eden Prairie guy. You were part of the first two. 11 or 12, it's a number. It's a number over 10.
Yeah, and in my football journey, John, from playing with the Gophers and different people over the years, Mike is just such a good teacher.
Big rush and a completion to Draheim on the pass. Boy, good pursuit of Harney right at the goal line. He's able to get the ball away. Defensively was Vaughn Feely for Eden Prairie.
Yeah, and I didn't know if Harney knew that the pressure was coming. Yeah, there he saw him. At least he got up, just got rid of it in time. But that's what you're going to have to do. You got to put pressure. If you let Caden Harney stand back there.
That hit the ground. That was incomplete.
If you let him stand back there and have time, he's got such a big arm and so calm and accurate. You got to try to speed him up a little bit.
2nd and 10 from the 7. Play action. Stepping up, going deep, and Vogel knocks out the back judge, and it's incomplete.
Is he going to throw pass interference on himself, John?
A little shaken up, and everybody coming over to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, he took a pretty good pop there.
He did. I think that might have been
a little
touch
anyways,
overthrown anyway. Yeah. We'll never know. No, but
you don't see officials in the middle of the field like that.
No,
I think it might have a little bit far. But yeah, that's obviously not intended there, but that's frustrating.
You don't see that very much, do you?
Yeah, I don't know if you just can't be right in the middle where they're running seams. You got to get out of the way. But I like the call. I like them taking a shot. But now you're set up in 3rd and 10. Let's see what they got dialed up. Maple Grove, similar to Eden Prairie. If they can get you into that 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they're just deadly.
On 3rd and 10, Harney will run. He can run, and he can get a first down and more. Cradles the football and gets 22 yards out to the 29.
And that'll kill you as a defense. You shut them down 3rd and long. You got good coverage, and then the quarterback breaks contain, able to step up. The thing about Caden Harney, even from last year, John, doesn't he look calm back there? He looks like he's been playing, starting for 3 or 4 years. He's calm, patient, steps up, and again, great decision making too.
He averages over 8 yards per carry. As I said, that one went for 22. So a new set of downs for the Crimson from their 29. Ngama, little edge, little hole for him to the 40. Takes a pop at the 41, but picks up a dozen yards before Feely makes the tackle.
Yeah, try to get him in a little bit of rhythm too. He's so good. And we joked last year, every time he touched it, you felt like he might go for a home run. He's just smooth. Look at that little subtle cut, 2 of them to the outside. And I love that. As a teammate, I'd love to see him finishing a run lower in that shoulder. He's fired up.
Line of scrimmage, the 43. He'll get the call again. Cut there, another one, and he's into Eden Prairie territory. He's got another dozen-plus yards.
And again, you can see him kind of loading up like a cannon, finishing those runs off. He's got that mix of patience, but also quickness with it, right? He lets his linemen do their job. He tries to find that seam, and he's just so subtle with his shiftiness, and he's got that breakaway speed too. Well blocked up front too. Watch this. Not touch. Right there, just a great cut. And again, not going out of bounds, not going out, fighting for every yard he can get.
14-yard pickup to the Eden Prairie 43. Oh, Kearney fumbles the football, but I think he get back on top of it. Eric Anderson was right there, the senior defensive tackle, 29, but Harney does get it. Loss of 2.
You know, and I know we talk about weather, and it's the same for both sides, but this really kind of is the first game this year where your hands might get a little cold, a little numb, and that center quarterback exchange, always something to keep an eye on.
Ball at the 45 of Eden Prairie. 2nd down and 12. Crimson already up 7-0. And this one blown dead.
Timeout.
Yep. First charge timeout for the Crimson here in the first half.
Yeah, and a good timeout. You're 2nd and long. You want to make sure you get the right play against the right defense. You don't need to pick it all up here, but if you can cut this in half, make it a 3rd and manageable.
Adam Spurl, first-year head coach at Maple Grove, longtime assistant in the program. And you can't do better than 9-0 as your head coach, right?
Not only that, but I think it can be hard when you're replacing someone like, you know, Lombo, who's been here and had so much success. He's been 100% comfortable in who he is and how he wants to do it. And more importantly, and most importantly, the players have really, you know, responded to him and respect him and love playing for him. So it's not always easy taking over, even when you have a loaded roster with a ton of talent. Adams has done a great job. And his players love him.
2nd and 12. Again, Maple Grove at the 45. That's Patrick Wright in motion. Give to Lungama. Breaks a tackle in the backfield to the 40-yard line. Spins its way down to the 38. And he'll pick up 6. He'll pick up 8, rather, and bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and I know, I mean, that's not obviously going to be his biggest run of the night, but, I mean, such a good job. Eric Anderson, the nose guard, number 29, got into that backfield. You know, and most running backs, John, are going to get hit and go down back there. He just eludes them. It throws off, you know, the initial, you know, area he was looking to run and his angle, but still picks up a big gain, sets up 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 5 from the 38. Draheim in front of Lungama, breaks a tackle himself. He keeps moving. He's a strong runner and linebacker, and he gets it inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. He reminds me, I mean, different players, but if you remember 2 years ago, what a role Tanner Albeck had for this team. He'd run the ball, but his real value was on defense, and Draheim kind of brings that same kind of power and real strength.
And maybe just a little bit better, like, athlete as far as speed, right? Remember how big Albrecht was? But yeah, you're right. Draheim, just a great athlete. And again, he got hit at the line of scrimmage and just powered through, got the 1st down.
9 yards and a 1st down. Lungama trying to step to the right this time, nice, and then will go down. Yep. Tackled by James Anderson, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, Anderson having a good year, big kid, 6'3", almost 200 pounds. And again, you don't see Chuck get wrapped up by one person very often, but that was a sure tackle.
No gains, 2nd down and 10.
He's a guy that just kind of looks like a football player, doesn't he, with that build?
Inside of a minute to play here in the 1st quarter. Harney will give to Lungama, cuts outside, 25-yard line to the 20. He's got a 1st down. Back to the middle of the field, still on his feet. Cut all the way back toward the right. Lungama's going to find a lane to the end zone.
Unreal, John. That looked like a young John Jacobson out there just playing with people, toying around. Man, he almost got hit again at the line of scrimmage, eluded that. And then he came all the way back. What vision, what footwork. And again, you got to give his teammates credit. Once they saw that cutback, they started blocking downfield. That was phenomenal. That's something that you just can't recreate when he's not in the lineup. That kind of magic. don't know if I think they were celebrating John afterwards. They're going to move him back a couple yards. Yeah.
Ngama a little too celebratory after his touchdown.
You never want to see that. I mean, you never want a player to do that, but if there ever is an occasion that you could be a little excited, you're coming back after a layoff, and you got to run like that. It looked like Barry Sanders out there.
His 12th rushing touchdown of the season, a 29-yard TD.
And this is only his 6th game playing, too.
Right. Seaver's extra point. Drills it past the snowbanks. Chuck's like, I'm all right. 14-0.
I'll tell you, we've been treated to getting to watch him play, broadcast him a couple times this year, and Armstrong with their great running back. We've seen a lot of great running back. Look, that's the tackle right there. Runs through that. Look at all the white jerseys. There's 7 white jerseys, 8. Everybody on the Eagles defense had a shot. And then I love seeing that down the field. You can see Patrick Wright, number 18, down there, blocking for his teammate. And there was the spike. But pretty well defended. There's a miss, and then right there is where you got it. You got a shot at his legs. You got to get him. But just great vision, and you'd see.
That was good. Patrick Wright.
And he gets another
block.
one. He gets in the way down here too. So he really, that's the key. You get a cutback. Yeah, it's a great run, but you got to have people getting down the field. It was almost like a wall, a crimson wall, blocking out for him.
That wasn't much on the. I don't know if that was the celebration. He kind of held the ball out a little bit towards Eden Prairie, or that. Maybe just any kind of celebration is frowned upon. And that.
Yeah, I think too with the spike.
Yeah,
right. You can't do that. But you got to remember, that's an impressive drive. That ball was back. What they start at the 6-yard line, I think. Almost had a safety, had 3rd and long, and converted on a great run by Harney. So just a complete drive there.
Well, they keep this one on the ground, picked up at the 30. Cruzy will get out past the 40 again and then be brought down. Urbanik on the tackle along with Jack Weigel. So the penalty certainly hurts them a little bit, but
I was
not
going to say
horrible.
that was great coverage, but they're still getting good field position here.
Getting out to about the 40.
Yeah, Eden Prairie, I think, needs one of those typical Eden Prairie Eagles drives right now, John, where it's that 10-12 play, march down the field and insert your physicality.
See how the Eagles respond here. Fredericks hit by Thiem. Dreheim comes in along with Volkel, and no gain on the run by Fredericks.
Yeah, just those linebackers, safeties, and they pursue. Their safeties and linebackers run to the ball as well and as quick and as fast as anyone in the state, and a big part of why they're number one. Offensively, they've been great, but defensively, their closest game this year was, guess of all the teams they played, was Centennial.
End of the first quarter, 14-0. Maple Grove leads Eden Prairie. More playoff football on CCX after this.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson back. Chuck Ngama getting that hand wrapped a little bit. His second touchdown has put Maple Grove up by 2 scores. Run for good run up the middle for Eden Prairie to start the second quarter, and he's down to the 35 of Maple Grove, and a pickup of 21 yards.
Yeah, nice job there. Good run, but great job pulling. You're going to see 2 linemen here pulling to our right. And again, we talked about those athletic linemen. Look at them getting down to that second level, too. Excellent job. Couldn't quite see the number on it, but great job of move. Oh, it's coming back. Hold. I didn't hear who they got it on it. looks clean up front. And that could be demoralizing, right? You finally pop off something, you get a little momentum, and it's coming back because of a penalty. Let's see if we can see that. I couldn't tell who they got the number. Huh. Yeah, I didn't see it.
The Rief's out a big gain. Rumpf will get the carry, and he's going to be driven to the ground. Draheim on the tackle for loss.
Same play. Defended obviously much better on that one. It was number 7 versus number 7. Draheim, one of the best tacklers you'll see. And Rumpf just never got a chance. You see those big linemen pulling, and a great job by Draheim getting off that block and making that tackle for a loss, setting up 3rd and really long.
3rd and 23 from the 30. Bacham will hand off. Rumpf up the middle, 35-yard line to the 40. Still on his feet and gets all the way out to the 45-yard line. That's a good 15-yard run. Now still 8 yards short, though, for Eden Prairie of a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he's impressive, isn't he? When he runs, he just great strength. It looks like it's taken 3 or 4 Maple Grove defenders to bring him down. And that penalty, a little bit of a spark. That penalty really set them back when they got 3rd and long. And Eden Prairie just not equipped this year to convert those, right? They're just not passing enough and efficiently enough to convert on 3rd and really long.
Vogel back deep to receive Stern's second punt of the night. Not a good kick. Vogel will field this one at the 23. The 25, the 30, and a good tackle gets him out past the 30 to about the 32. A guy that averages in double digits on punt returns. This one goes for 9.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, a really nice tackle by Luke Henry. If he does not make that tackle, there was a nice wall set up. Flag just came out really late. Yeah, I mean, it was thrown well after the play, so I wonder if someone said something.
Fourth penalty already for Maple Grove in the first 14 minutes of the game.
The weird thing, John, I watched that. That penalty was thrown 10 seconds after the play ended. That's why I thought it was, maybe something someone said, but to get that called that late.
Backs Maple Grove to their 23-yard line. You already get the feeling that this is a big series in the game, right, Ryan? I mean, if they go up 21-0, it's a big hole for Eden Prairie to try to climb out.
Yeah, and if you're Eden Prairie, you're like, if we can keep this to 1 or 2 scores at most, they get the ball to start the second half, then you're in it. And the more you can hang around, obviously, the better chance you have. But you go down 3 scores.
Rashawn Harney, and that one was almost picked a little bit behind Draheim and off his hands, and Cameron Riggins-Brown nearly had the pick. Well, a couple of near misses for Eden Prairie, right? The one in the end zone and then the one there.
I could tell, too. That it looked like it was a pretty accurate throw, maybe a tad bit behind, but anytime you get that bobble and that ball goes up into the air, that's when Draheim's going to catch most of the time. Nice job getting rid of it. Took a hit. Yeah, ball put on the mark and almost got it. You could tell he knew it. If you're Eden Prairie, you got to make those kind of spectacular plays to try to switch the momentum.
Second down and 10. Ngannou this time, and he only gets to the 30, or 25 rather, pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and a nice job by Vaughn Feely, defensive back, coming in, helping out, tackling. And that was a rare one, John. I thought if Lingama would have cut to his left, he had a seam. That time kind of stayed over to the right. It got closed down in a hurry by that guy right there.
A lot of good seniors on this Eden Prairie defense, Ryan.
Yep.
Veteran group. 3rd and long for Maple Grove. Harney He has time, will throw, and gets the completion. Did he or not?
Yeah, I think he did.
Draheim says yes. It's a first down up to the 45.
Well, we always talk about team offense, and Chuck Langama obviously does a lot of his damage with his legs, but that time he did a great job of picking up Von Feely coming on the blitz. You'll see on our left side of our screen. And how about that? With a guy running right at you, still able to step up. And a nice job by Draheim getting underneath that, getting his hands under it.
Draheim's had a big first quarter and a half, hasn't he?
That's what makes Maple Grove so tough, right? Those third and long, they have the quarterback and the receivers to convert those at a pretty high clip.
This is Langama on 1st and 10 and is spilled after a gain of 2. Cruzy with the tackle. He's had some big plays already in this game.
You can kind of see both guys slowed down, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And really nice job by Cruzy just exploding, and you got to tackle Chuck low, take those legs out. If you try to get him at the waist or higher, he's too shifty and he's too strong.
2nd and 8 from the 47 for Maple Grove. Wright now the tailback behind Draheim. Patrick Wright gets the pitch.
Good blocking.
To the 49 to the 50-yard line. A good tackle there. And a pickup of 4 yards. Matthew Ivy, senior linebacker, on the stop. Will bring up 3rd down. Still about 5 to go.
Yeah, at 66, Dylan South out there leading that charge. You saw 2 linemen down the field holding their blocks nicely. But yeah, great hit by Ivy. But you get that third manageable. So when you got balance too, you can't focus on one thing or one person. You got pass and run both available.
35 from midfield. Harney short drop. Flag is out.
False start. That was a late whistle for a false start too.
Vocal whistled for the false start.
And that can be tricky too. You saw Eden Prairie look like they were bringing pressure from those linebackers. And even though they're not crossing your line, they come at you. It's just human nature to have a little bit of a reaction to that. So it's not always easy holding your spot. And you got to think, right around midfield, Maple Grove doesn't get all 10 here. If they get 5, 6, 4 down territory in the middle of the field, or do you say, hey, we trust our defense?
Yes.
Well, if you're Dan Campbell, you'll be 4th and 20 at your 5, and you're going for it.
Another timeout taken here by Maple Grove again. Last time these teams played came in the state semifinals in 2021 at U.S. Bank Stadium. And Maple Grove had never beaten Eden Prairie before this night. 2nd quarter, Jacob Kilzer, Jacob Anderson, both juniors that season.
He was one of my favorite players to watch.
And then after an interception, remember Derek Jameson, what a senior season he had. He goes for 77 yards here and a touchdown. Crimson up a couple of scores. 3rd quarter, forced fumble. And then Kiers Brevik runs it back for a touchdown. And Maple Grove won 35-3. Coach Grant and Coach Lombardi, and the first win Maple Grove ever had against Eden Prairie, lost the next week to Lakeville South in the Prep Bowl.
And I'll tell you, both of those guys are good friends. I went to Coach Grant's dad, Bud's funeral, a year or 2 years ago, and sat with Coach Lombardi at it. And I know Mike and Coach Lombardi really, really good friends. A lot of respect there.
Harney under pressure, gets hit as he throws. Ball underthrown and still caught. Williams on the catch and brings it down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Harney really got popped. That ball fluttered a little bit as a result. Reggie Williams comes back to the ball and makes the catch.
Well, so many great plays on multiple levels. First, Caden Harney stepping up, avoiding the initial pressure, and then knowing he's taking a hit right as he releases this. That's why that ball floats a little bit. Great job buying time. That is not easy. But then what you got to do if you're a defensive back is you got to get your head around and see that football. That ball hung in the air. And a great job by Reggie Williams. Watch him pin this ball and come back to it. Almost playing defender there. Great job. Heads up play.
Ngama on first down.
Nice tackle.
And tackled after a gain of just 1. Ivy on the stop. 2nd out of 9.
But there's another play, John, where it, could have been a picked off. It could have been a disaster there, but instead, really well done. You don't realize how tough of a throw that is. Rolling to your left. You see him come back 4 yards to point that ball. That was great.
A little clock issue in the stadium here. They're going to get that adjusted. 6:15 now to go in the quarter.
What do you think about quarterfinals being at a neutral site? I almost feel like you should reward those top seeds for the first 3 games until you get down to U.S. Bank Stadium.
I think we'll get to it more as we go here. 2nd down and 9. This is right. And they got a lot of 18 jerseys still going. Gets up a couple of yards.
He's another guy. I mean, not overly big, 5'11", 180, but runs with power, and you just see fundamentals all over this Maple Grove team. The footwork of everyone, the timing, execution, and that's what can happen when you got great players all over the field.
Pickup of 3, Gavin Walden among those on the stop. Big nose guard for Eden Prairie.
Yeah, he does not look like he'd be fun to block.
They're down. Harney gets the throw and incomplete. A little bit short of Ramotka, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that was maybe the first time tonight where I thought it looked like Caden Harney maybe rushed it a little bit. He didn't have the pressure collapsing. You could kind of tell he didn't step into it, and because of that, the ball was short and outside a little bit.
Crimson will go for it here on 4th down and long 6 from the 33 of Eden Prairie.
Yeah, and I like that call. If they were back, between 40 and midfield, maybe you punted and try to pin Eden Prairie down. But at this point of the field, and you trust your offense to execute, you go for it.
On 4th down, play action, big rush on Harney again. Steps up, floats a throw on a completion.
Wow.
Down to the 20-yard line, and Dylan Volkel with the catch. A pickup of 13.
Well, I'll tell you, the other big thing is, with both Draheim and Ramotka and Volkel, they're all 6'2" or taller. And again, great job by Harney buying that time, but look at Dylan Volkel just going up and getting that ball at his highest point. That's twice now on this drive. We saw that other big 3rd down conversion where ball maybe a little bit high or short, and these receivers just doing an excellent job of helping their quarterback and going and getting it.
First and 10, Maple Grove from the 20. Give us to Ngama. 15-10 to the 5, in for the touchdown.
What a great block. What a great block. And he untouched. You got to see Dylan South, number 66, John, on this play. Watch him just bury his defender. That was like a crimson wall out there sealed off, and Ngama knows how to get to the end zone. Well blocked up front, too. He had 3rd and long conversion, 4th and long conversion. So some big plays on that drive leading to this touchdown.
Ngama's done all right in his return to the lineup, right? 10 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Another Henry Sievers extra point, and it's 21-0. Maple Grove with 4:36 to go in the 2nd quarter. For Eden Prairie, boy, you're close a few times and you can't get the stops, and all of a sudden you look up and it's another score.
What they needed, John, are a couple of those picks, right?
Yeah.
Those tips, those plays they almost made. If they could have made them, definitely changes the momentum. But right now it is all Maple Grove offensively, really kind of just getting whatever they want. Good mix again of run and pass.
Some of the big plays in that drive.
This is the one. It's such a tough throw. And again, just a great job coming back to the ball.
Reggie Williams on the catch of 23 yards there.
This is a 4th down conversion. Good job stepping up. Look at that, throwing in between 4 guys. Just a great job, and here's the finish. Watch the kick out there at 66. That's not easy to do when you got a lineman getting out to that second level, but Dylan South.
That's a man block there, right?
That's what they call on ESPN a pancake. And when they look at it, look at him just drive him into the ground. What a great job. Not only getting the block, but holding the block down at that second level.
Touchback on the kickoff by Sievers. Eden Prairie needing an answer, it feels like, before halftime. They do get the ball before to start the second half, but if they could get one here,
you're exactly
make it 21-7.
Yeah, if you could get dry, plenty of time, you got 3 timeouts. If they can go score, get that ball to start the second half, they can change the momentum of this game for sure. What you don't want to do here is go 3 and out, give Maple Grove a short field with time left on the clock to potentially get another score too.
Handoff and a carry out to the 25-yard line. A good first down run of 5 yards for Fredericks, his 4th run tonight.
Yeah, and he came in averaging 95 yards rushing, so they almost have 2 guys averaging over 100 rushing yards per game. But those quick hitters like that can be really effective, give you a set up second and third and manageable where you can run some different stuff.
He'll get the call again and gets 4 yards to the 39-yard line before he's stopped. Romanek on the tackle along with Elmquist. Bring up 3rd down and 1. You look too, Brian, at the number of plays run. Maple Grove run 30 plays from scrimmage in the first half. That was just the 11th play for Eden Prairie. They haven't had the ball enough for him been able to sustain drives yet.
Yeah, and we don't keep track of the time of possession, but again, I'm guessing it's very similar, 80 to 85% Maple Grove.
Fredericks got up across the 30, got a couple of yards. Romanek on the tackle with a pickup of 2. And so 3 runs by Jeremy Fredericks, and they've got their second first down of the half.
Yeah, big, strong kid, 5'10", but 215 pounds. You can see those legs, really solid and physical running the ball. And Eden Prairie, you can see this tight formation.
Pitch to Rumpf. Cuts his way upfield, and he'll gain 11 yards out to the 42.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Coach Grant does really well is you don't think they're going to run a toss sweep into the short side of the field like that. You kind of catch the defense off guard, but good push there on that left side of the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 from the 43. Back first down runs for Eden Prairies. Back to Fredericks. They get 4 on first down. Jack Weigel on the stop. Second down and 6. We're inside of 3 minutes to go in the half.
And you can see kind of the tempo that they're playing with and just keeping it simple and physical. That's the one thing that I think Coach Grant thought they could do tonight was maybe dominate that line of scrimmage to the point where they can run. And the last few plays here definitely have done that. Getting good push on first down.
Second and 6 from their 48. Going to hand off again, and this time Fredericks dropped in the backfield. Droyheim hits the tackle for loss.
Yeah, great job getting back there and then getting his feet before he could get that momentum going. You know, with 3rd and 5 here, Eden Prairie, can they get a counter, a reverse, a screen? Maybe something a little bit different here, trying to pick up that first down. They got to keep this drive going.
Under 2 minutes to go on 3rd and 5. Markham on the handoff. Rumpf hit in the backfield and driven back.
Nice job. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a timeout here from Maple Grove. They're going to save it. Eden Prairie will be able to, oh, there's the timeout. But you want to try to use that right away so you can save an extra 10 seconds. But good stop there. Setting that edge. Just nowhere to go. Turning it upfield.
Loss of 1 on the play. Thanks to our sponsors tonight, Chanticleer Pizza and the Maple Grove Football Booster Club, for helping us with our live streaming fee that Region 5 AA is happy to hand us each year. And we thank Chanticleer Pizza, great sponsors of Maple Grove Athletics and football, and to the Booster Club again for their help tonight.
will be hungry for some pizza, I think, in about an hour and a half. Ryan and I may stop there as well. He is headed down to the field right now. We'll hear from both coaches at halftime. Coach Grant first and then Coach Spurl before the start of the second half. So, barring a penalty here on Maple Grove, they'll get the football back with, 1:15 roughly to go. And just one timeout remaining for the Crimson. No, excuse me, they're out of timeouts. They used their last one there. This is Rumpf, and he got a good ball fake, and he gets the first down. How about that on 4th down? And they go for it, and they pick up 8 yards and a first down. Everybody went to the left. And Rumpf faking the handoff, and then keeps it and gets the first down. Big play for Eden Prairie. They keep possession. They get the ball to the 46-yard line. Their third first down in this drive. Stop the clock as you get out of bounds. 1:18 to go. Eden Prairie, all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Pitch to Rumpf. And he'll get a yard, still driving, but that's all he'll get to the 45-yard line before he stopped. Bannock again in on the stop. Ryder Scanson there. Second down to 9. Again, they have all 3 of their timeouts. Not using one yet here as we're under a minute to go. And off. Rumpf. And driven back after a gain of 2. Bannock is all over the field defensively tonight. 3rd down and 7. Number 4 right there in the hole. It's a little push and help at the end from Weigel. Eden Prairie now uses its first time out. They'll face a 3rd down and 7 from the 43 of Maple Grove. Now just 34 seconds remaining in the half. Rumpf a busy first half, 9 carries, his biggest run, 15 yards so far. We saw his stats in the pregame, over 1,000 yards rushing on the season. And the Eagles get points here before the half. Still quite a bit of yard, quite a few yards they need to navigate in just 34 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Ockham has thrown twice in the first half. Both have been incomplete. They feel like at some point they're going to have to go to the air. And not yet. Give to Rumpf, and Urbanic with the tackle from behind this time. It'll be 4th down from the 38. Eden Prairie will take its second timeout, 1 remaining with 26 seconds left. It'll be a 4th down and 2 after a gain of 5 by Rumpf. He's got 45 yards rushing tonight on 10 carries. Let's see what the Eagles have dialed up on 4th and 2. Scoreboard in the stadium here still says 3rd and 7, but it is definitely 4th and 2 here for Eden Prairie. Well, they get a first down. The clock will stop briefly to reset the chains. We'll have just 1 timeout left. Maple Grove hoping to make that moot point if they can get a stop here on 4th and short. Hands for the Crimson up on their feet. Bockham pitch to go for the little reverse again. The flea flicker. Bockham is going to throw and incomplete. The intended receiver was Braden Minta, the tight end. falls incomplete. Maple Grove takes over on downs with 19 seconds remaining. Look at it again. Coverage by Botheen. And Maple Grove will have the football. Coach Grant thought there could have been a defensive holding or pass interference on that last play. No flag. See how Maple Grove plays that. Pass to Lingamo over the middle with 45. Gain about 7. They're out of timeout, so that's probably going to be the end of the first half. Well, good start, much better for the number 1 team in Class 6A. Crimson with 3 scores in the first half, 3 drives, all ending in touchdowns until that last drive ends the half, and they go into the break with a 21-0 lead over number 6 Eden Prairie. Winner tonight going on to the state quarterfinals next week. Crimson fans have bundled up for this one. And here, who's in shorts now? It's the bold choice. State volleyball coming up next week on CCX. Champlin Park advanced earlier this week with an epic 5-set battle win against Maple Grove. That was a couple nights ago. Champlin Park will find out this weekend who they'll play in the state quarterfinals next week. That's Wednesday. That state tournament starts at XL Energy Center. Football playoffs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, depending on the class of the team that you're following. Maple Grove, as we mentioned earlier, would play Thursday night if they win tonight at Park Center High School. It would be a short drive for them. Eden Prairie, if they win, obviously would have the same site. It's the winner of this game against either Egan or Edina at Park Center High School, neutral site for the quarterfinals. Good parents and community section out tonight. Probably held back a little bit by the cold. Now we're going to go down the field, and Ryan standing by with Mike Grant.
Hey, Coach, I know it's 21-0, not what you want to see. What are you going to tell these kids at halftime?
Well, we're playing hard. You know, we just haven't had the breaks on that. You know, they put the ball on the ground one time. We dropped an interception in the end zone. We hit them hard. Somehow they made a great catch. It's hard to do that with a great team, and they're a great team. And so you know, and even down here, they have our kid by the jersey, and we don't get a call. Those are all things you hope turn around. We just got to keep playing hard.
Yeah, I know. Talking to you before the game, you talked about being physical tonight. Those last 2 drives, I thought you guys ran the ball a little bit more physical, and we're showing that. Do you stick with that, even being down 3 scores?
Well, if you can get within 21-7, and then, you know, they want to show off all their stuff. So, you know, they're going to make a mistake, and they're going to throw it in our hands. We could have had 2 or 3 interceptions tonight. So, you know, you hope you get it to 21-7 on a good drive, and then see what happens.
I got to ask you, I played for you way back in the day. You have another Ivy on the team. Does it bring back memories?
Well, he's 5'8", so not so much.
All right, good luck, Coach. Thank you. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Coach Grant. We'll hear from Adam Spurl before the start of the second half. Maple Grove looking to go 10-0 on the season. They lead Eden Prairie 21-0 at the half. More football from Maple Grove High School on CCX after this.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there. Because connected, we all do better.
6A football tonight on CCX. Second round, it's Maple Grove up on Eden Prairie 21-0 at halftime. John Jacobson with Ryan Iverson. As we look at highlights from the first half, opening drive of the game, Ryan, for Maple Grove, a successful one. Hayden Hardy with the throw here, Bo Draheim with the catch. We thought this was a touchdown, or is a touchdown. It was called, though, down inside the one.
But how about the poise and the throw right down the seam?
Couple plays later, though, Hayden Hardy runs it in from the yard out.
So do you think he'd rather have the touchdown pass or the rushing touchdown?
Well, I'll have to ask him that. I don't know.
This might have been the run of the year.
Run of the night, certainly, by Chuckle and Gama. Kept his feet there.
Look at that cutback. Great blocks. Look at him running down. Good team football.
And that makes it 21. That made it 14-0. And then this is a big play, too, I thought. Harney takes a big hit. The ball kind of floats up in the air. And Reggie Williams, a lot of white shirts around it, but it's Williams for Maple Grove that comes down with the ball, kept that drive going.
And that was third and really long, if you remember.
And then Ongama, a couple plays later, picks his way into the end zone, a 20-yard touchdown. And that made the score 21-0 in favor of Maple Grove. Look at the rushing yards, 145-67 for Maple Grove. No passing yards for Eden Prairie. 0 for 3 tonight through the air. 110 for Maple Grove on 6 of 11 passing for Maple Grove for Hayden Harney. 255-67 on the total yards.
And the thing I look at, too, is look at that balance. I mean, 145 yards rushing, but you mix that in with almost as much passing yards, too. So you just constantly put pressure and keep the defense, out of their time. They can't focus and zero on just one thing.
We'll take another timeout. More football to come. 21-0. Maple Grove leads Eden Prairie. Back to Maple Grove High School after this.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Maple Grove 21, Eden Prairie nothing. As we get ready for the start of the second half here at Maple Grove. Ryan Iverson down on the field with Adam Spurl.
Thanks, John. Hey, Coach, up 21-0. You had to be pleased with what you saw there in the first half.
Yeah, the first half was great. I thought we played physical on both sides of the ball.
What do you do here at the start of the second half? They're going to get the ball. How do you keep that pressure on?
Yeah, honestly, I just told the kids they're for sure going to give one more punch. So if we can respond right away, I think we can salt this thing away.
Awesome. Thanks. Good luck in the second half. Yep. See you, Coach. Back to you, John.
All right. Thanks. Thanks to Coach Spurl, Coach Grant earlier for taking time with us. Our last live telecast of the season tonight will follow local teams into the state quarterfinals next week, but Minnesota State High School League rules do not allow live telecast of any state tournament events except for their contracts with Channel 45 for the Prep Bowl and all state tournaments like hockey and basketball, and NSPN, their streaming partner, Neighborhood Sports Network. So if you want to watch live coverage of the state quarterfinals, you can follow it there. We have tape delay coverage of our local teams should Maple Grove advance. Armstrong or Cooper playing each other tonight in Class 5A. And we'll follow the teams all the way to the Prep Bowl, but basketball hockey season not too far away. The Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament hosted by Wayzata and also featuring Maple Grove comes up just 3 weekends from now. November 22nd and 23rd at Plymouth Ice Center. Welcome back Still more fall sports, football specifically. Second half on the way next here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Thanks again to Chanticleer Pizza and a lot of folks watching the game there tonight. Thank you for your support, Chanticleer, and the Maple Grove Booster Club.
And who are they cheering for there? Let's hear you guys there. If you're in there, let's hear some noise.
So we can hear it all the way here at the stadium. Thanks to Troy and all the crew there for their support of local athletics and CCX specifically tonight. Underway in the second half. Eden Prairie trying to make some noise and getting a good second half kickoff. It's Cruzy who had a good one in the first half. Returns this one out past the 40 to the 41-yard line. It's a good starting position. Tackled by Brody Berglund.
Yeah, good thing Berglund was there, kept contained there. If he would have been able to get to the outside, as you see, flag on the ground.
It looks like they're walking backwards. Unsportsmanlike this time on Eden Prairie.
Yeah, look like they got Cruzy. Wonder if it was after the return. It gets emotional. You make a big play. Sometimes you say something that maybe you probably shouldn't. If it's in the vicinity of a referee, you're going to get nailed for that. So, yeah, after a really good field position, it takes them back to the 15, 25, 26.
We saw the totals at halftime, and just 67 yards for Eden Prairie of offense in the first half. This is Rumpf getting an edge on the corner, and he gets pushed out of bounds by Vogel, but not until after he had picked up 13 yards.
Yeah, and they ran that out of a double wing tight formation. You bunch everyone up, and a really nice job kicking out there, and you can see the speed that Rumpf has. If he's able to just get to that next level, he can take it to the house. You know, every drive when you're down 3 scores is critical, but if you want to try to get back in this game and change the momentum at all, you got to convert here on this drive.
Gain of 13, 1st and 10 from the 40. Fredericks gets the call this time. Up the middle and gets close to 5 yards. Near the 45-yard line. Second down.
You know, John, the years that we've been covering high school football here, at least I with you, what you've seen is, you know, a team like Eden Prairie 8 years ago, 10 years ago, was bigger, stronger, faster than everybody. And I remember doing Maple Grove games. They always had pretty good athletes, but they were smaller and undersized, and you can see how much the weight room and just that buy-in, you know, at a younger level has done for Maple Grove. They're as big and physical now as any team.
Fredericks gets the call again on second down and gets a first down, pickup of 6. So 3 runs, 2 first downs for Eden Prairie on this very important drive for them to start the second half.
Yeah, and I guarantee you at halftime, Coach Grant just talked about, listen, we got a half left. Do you want this to be the last half of the year or the last half of some of your careers? Either way, go out and just do what we do. Control what we can control.
Fredericks, another nice seam, and picks up 7 more down to the 42.
You know, and that's been kind of the theme this year, is you just grinding out drives. You might not get those 80, 90-yard plays as often, but can you get 6, 7, 8 yards of carry and just wear on the defense?
From the 42, a second down and 3 for the Eagles. Fredericks. And he's got a first down, although I saw a flag come out. And right now, it's a first down, but we'll see what the penalty is. From start of the offense, so Wipes out the first down and makes it 2nd down and 8.
You know, how many times do you see that on a drive where you got momentum and then a penalty, or you take a 5-6 yard sack and it just kind of can halt that momentum.
Back now to the 47 of Maple Grove. And off Fredericks up the middle. Get back to penalty yard. Then it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, a little unbalanced formation. They only had 2 linemen on the right side of the line of scrimmage. You just more bodies than you have on one side. And again, good push. Now you set up that 3rd and manageable. Got that yardage back from the penalty.
Third and 3 for the Eagles. Opening drive of the second half. Their best drive so far tonight.
I'd be surprised to see this go on the left side. Nice
play
fake,
action fade and the throw and the completion, the first tonight. Cole Stern on the catch, and it's a first down to the 33-yard line.
Great
Pick up of 10.
Great call and a great time to use it. You've ran every play of the second half. It's 3rd and short. Defense buys in, an easy throw and a catch, and a big target too by Cole Stern. He's 6'3", 220, good sized tight end.
From the 33 of Maple Grove. Back to Fredericks again, trying to get outside, hit, and dropped. After maybe a gain of 1, Jack Weigel comes in. Flag comes out at the end of that play. He told Rumpf, don't pick up the flag, we'll get it. Immediately drops it again. We'll see what this is.
It came in late.
Mm-hmm. First to foul the offense.
I couldn't see or read who he said, what number. Yeah, that takes them all. That's going to set up
first and what?
22. Yeah.
Back to the 45.
Who's that last play? They call that number 9. You're going to see right there.
Yeah, a little push on Vocal. Throw and it's intercepted. Bo Thien's got an open field in front of him. Touchdown, Maple Grove.
Wow. What a great play by Bo. Play action. There was only one receiver right there in the flat, and he saw it coming, and quarterback under pressure, so probably had to throw it without really knowing if it was there or not. Just a great instinctual play. Step up. That's a dream as a defender. You get out in that flat, you know if you catch it, there's no one out in front of you. Great crowd. Halloween was yesterday, but I think it's carrying over yet tonight. That was a tremendous play by Bo Thien.
Junior linebacker. He'll be a big senior class. Yep. He'll be one of the guys who've got coming back next year.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see him move into the middle linebacker spot. He's a well-built kid. He saw his speed, too. He caught that. He knew exactly what to do. That is demoralizing.
Seavers extra point. Up and through, and with 8:15 to go here in the third quarter, it's now 28-0 in favor of Maple Grove.
Yeah, take a look at that. You see play action, but under pressure right there, kind of forced him to have to get rid of that. And that's a great play. Yeah, Sam Hansen, number 9, was the one who put that quarterback pressure on and probably forced the throw a little bit earlier.
The jumping right in front of Fredericks.
And to do that without contact either. Sometimes you'll see guys see it coming, but they run into the receiver. He just stepped right in front of it. Not an easy catch, but there's nothing better when you're a defensive player and you see that end zone ahead of you with no one else there. Your eyes get big.
$28-0 Maple Grove. And the road just got a lot tougher for the Eagles. It was a promising drive, Ryan. Then they get the post play. Yeah. Well, the post play penalty that I think forced them to maybe throw. They probably would have kept running the ball, except for the unsportsmanlike that made it 1st and 23, and then one play later the interception.
Well, and they possessed the ball. They converted. They got first downs. They were running the ball, being physical. And to your point, you bring those penalties. You make tough down and distance. You force a throw that maybe you wouldn't normally do at that point, and that's what the chess game is. It's always, can you make your opponent do things that they're not comfortable doing or not good at doing or not as good at doing? And Maple Grove has done that all year long on both sides of the ball.
This is Fredericks on first down. And he picks up 10 yards. Thien and Volkel on the tackle. He'll pick up exactly 10.
Yeah, you can tell it's getting chippy out there. Everyone's you can see them jawing at each other, and we've had a number of penalties after the play is over.
And if you're Maple Grove especially, you can't hold your cool, right? You're up 28-0.
Yeah. No, you do. You start thinking about injury prevention and not doing anything that would cost you to not play next week. Exactly.
This is Rumpf, breaks a tackle in the backfield, but only gets a couple of yards, racking up at the ankles. Ryder Skansen, the junior linebacker.
He's another one of those just guys that looks like a Maple Grove linebacker, right? That good size, 6'2", 220. He had an older brother as well, right?
Sawyer was on that state runner-up team a couple
of years ago.
Too. 3 years ago, on the runner-up team.
It just seems like their defense, they just get 3 to 5 great linebackers and safeties that can run and all tackle.
On second down, and short run this time, and coming up again to make the tackle is Skansen. No gain.
Yeah, they attack that. And that's what you got to do. Both of these running backs for Eden Prairie are so good and they're physical. And so if you allow them to turn upfield, they become a problem to bring down. If you can get them before they get that momentum going and plant that foot in the ground, you got a shot.
3rd and 6 for the Eagles from their 35-yard line.
And these are the kind of games and situations where Coach Grant has been so good over the years at calling the right pass or a trick play.
Play action, roll out, throw, and the completion for a first down of 45. Out to the 50, still with the football. The Crimson trying to pull it away, but can't. Max Lawrenson on the catch.
Yeah, kind of the same play they ran for the pick 6 last drive. That one, again, quarterback had to make a tough throw, and he made it. That was a heck of a throw by Backham there. Getting pressure. And that's where you just got to say, I forget that pass. I know that throw last time didn't turn out so well. I'm going to make it, and he did. He put it right on the money. And Lawrence able to turn upfield and get a big first down.
Gain of 16, 1st and 10 from the 49. Back to the ground game. Rumpf can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Skansen Urbanek on the tackle for loss.
Yeah, Gavin Elmquist, too, did a nice job of getting up the field, setting the edge there. There's a flag on the play.
This time on Maple Grove.
Yeah, they got Skansen for that.
I'm guessing it's the little celebration after the play that they're.
Yeah, everyone, you
flagging.
can tell both sides kind of amped up after every play, and if you made a good play, you maybe an extra dance, maybe you say something to the other player. But this is where you got as a player, no, they're calling it, they're looking for it. We got to cut that stuff out. Because that would have set up second and really long. Instead, you give Eden Prairie an automatic first down. Cameron.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's it right there, right?
Well, the problem is you see it on the NFL and college. That's what these kids watch, and
Yep.
so sometimes they don't know that even would trigger a flag.
Fredericks, 5-yard run, pushed out of bounds by Weigel.
I like how he runs, John. I've been a fan of watching him tonight. Just runs hard.
Gets closer to about 5 yards before he gets pushed out at the 30.
And again, right up the middle there, but he does a nice job at kicking out. Look at his other running back, Rumpf there, throwing a block too, able to get to the outside, get some good yards. Looks like maybe 5.5, 6 yards on that.
Midway through the third quarter. 21-0 at halftime. Maple Grove with a defensive touchdown in this quarter. Up the middle and run for Fredericks for first down. Picks up 5.
You know, and it's a simple trap right up the middle, and they've run it for so long. They execute it so well, and it's so quick that it sometimes against an aggressive defense it can work against them because you get these linebackers all coming. If they're not in that gap, and you were to pop it and break it, you can see Eden Prairie scored a lot of touchdowns over the years running that same trap play right up the middle.
Now inside the 20. Markham throwing, completion, and a short gain. A couple of yards on the throw and catch. Makai Taylor on the reception. Tackle for Maple Grove by Elmquist.
Yeah, nice. I like the call. Quick throw for your quarterback. Get him a completion, some confidence, and turned it upfield. Taylor did, but pretty well defended that time by the Crimson out on the edge.
Second and 7. Give to Fredericks, and Draheim drops him for a loss.
I mean, to get in the backfield that quickly for as big as he is, and then just a great tackler. He's been phenomenal here tonight.
Loss of 2.
Yep. And that is big. Third on second down. They pick up 4 or 5. It's third and short. Now you put Eden Prairie in a down and distance they've just struggled with tonight. That was a really, really athletic play by that young man.
Back at the 23 are the Eagles here. Markham. Reaction, throw to the right,
Nice.
Completion. And down to the 13-yard line, and picking up a first down is Lawrenson, his second catch in this drive.
Yeah, I thought Backham did a nice job of just buying enough time. Looked like pressure was going to get to him, but he kind of hesitated a little bit right there, got to the outside, and again, a good throw, accurate. You don't see many missed tackles, especially by Dylan Volkel, but nice job by Lawrence in there, stopping, let him go, and then picking up the first down on 3rd and long.
All 4 of the pass completions for Eden Prairie have come here in the second half. 1st and 10, Eagles inside the 15 of Maple Grove. And a run of 3 yards by Fredericks as he gets inside the 10. His 19th carry tonight. Rumpf has 13.
And he's been one of those running backs this year who's gotten better the more carries he gets. Who was our great running back at Maple Grove that went to Northwestern?
Evan Hull.
Remember,
with the Colts
he
down.
was one of those, he would get better on carry 30 to 40, you know what I mean? You think, how can he not be tired? Some guys just get that rhythm and they almost get stronger and stronger as the game goes on.
Second down from the 9, quick throw. Lawrenson, and Urbanek wraps him up. Gain of 1. Bring up 3rd down.
Pretty well defended. I thought it looked like he had some guys out there in front of him blocking and maybe some room, but Again, great pursuit down there, but I love the quick throws, and you can see Jackson Backham is comfortable now. He feels a little bit more confident, and I think that's really important. The problem is when you're down by 4 is these long sustained drives, right? Yes, you want to score and convert, but you got to start thinking too about the time remaining.
Markham throwing to the end zone. It's intercepted. Yes. Yeah. Elmquist with the pick.
That is how you play defensive back. So many times, cornerbacks, they don't get their head around and they're watching the receiver. Beautiful job by Elmquist. He was there, got his head around, timed his jump perfectly. And that's just a ball that when you're throwing that fade, you got to throw it high into the outside. It's either got to be incomplete or only your guy can catch it. You underthrow it slightly, especially against good athletes, they're going to go grab that. You see, that's probably what they're talking about right there. That ball's got to be high and to the outside. Second pick on the night for the Crimson.
That's a great elevation by Elmquist, too, to get up in front of.
Yeah, and you see his eyes. He saw the ball right from the get-go. And that's where, too, Cooper Fanning, the receiver, you got to come back and you almost got to become a defender there and try to make the play. If you can't catch it, try to make sure that the other team doesn't pick it off.
First down and 10. Harney overthrew Vogel. Had him, but overshot him.
I could tell Vogel, too, got caught in the lights there. He could not track that ball. But that is Patton and Maple Grove. Started with Coach Lombardi now as well. After a turnover, they go right for a big play. They want to capitalize immediately on that momentum.
Second down and 10 from the 20. Late third quarter, Maple Grove, number 1 team in the state, up big 28-0. Looking to get back to state for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. And Gama breaking tackles again, and he gets 9 yards. They've hardly had the ball here in the second half. They haven't.
No, they had the pick six.
No, they had the pick six.
Drive.
This is the first series
possession
on offense in the second half.
And we kind of talked in the first half, they dominated the time of possession and number of plays. But, yeah, you're right. I like their pre-snap motion where it just gets enough defenders to go to the perimeter and then you run it up the middle. Sometimes you can just buy an extra foot, an extra yard of an alley, especially for Chuck Lungama.
On 3rd and 1, Trey Heim gets the call, and he'll get 3, maybe 4 yards out to the 32, 33-yard line. First down for the Crimson.
Yeah, and that's a luxury, too, when you got 6'2", 235 coming in and trying to pick up a yard or two. That's a hard tackle. And these guys, one of the things no one talks about as much, but you see these guys going both ways. You got to be in great shape. If you're playing, it's not like these guys are corners or not involved in every play. They're all over the field defensively, running around, and then also offensively making really key contributions. So got to be in shape to do that.
1st and 10, Maple Grove from the 33. Under a minute and a half to go. Pressure on Harney, but gets the throwaway. Ramotka on the catch. Spins out to the 37, maybe 38-yard line before he's brought down. Gain of 5 on the play.
I've been impressed with Caden Harney standing in there knowing he's going to take a hit. A lot of quarterbacks, even older, college and NFL, but you don't see high school kids be able to have that poise and know they're going to get hit and still step in and hit the throw. Guys will rush it or their aim, accuracy will diminish. He stands in there, takes the hit, and still delivers it.
Showing pressure is Eden Prairie. The handoff to Lengama. Spins away as a first down across midfield into Eden Prairie territory to the 48. Gain of 14 yards, and it's a first down. Lengama now up over 100 yards rushing on a dozen carries.
Yeah, they had the right play call against that defense. You saw 2 Maple Grove linemen pulling out to the left, and there was no one on that edge there for Eden Prairie. And you give Lengama a chance to turn it up the field and then fights for those extra 5, 6, 7 yards. just a really nice rhythm the Crimson are in offensively tonight.
From the 49 of Eden Prairie. 1st and 10 Crimson, final play perhaps of the third quarter. Draheim will get the carry and he'll get a couple of yards. 83 to the 46. Tackled by Matthew Ivy, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Maple Grove hardly had the football, but they got a defensive touchdown. And it's 28-0 as we go to the fourth. Crimson up big on Eden Prairie. Fourth quarter on the way next on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
$28-0 Maple Grove up on Eden Prairie. We get underway in the second quarter. The Crimson on a 2nd down and 7. Chuck Ngama takes a hit, and this time goes down. That's a great tackle by Ivy.
Yeah, and Gavin Walden, number 9, just sacrificed his body, dove in front of him, able to slow him down. That's not easy when he's got a head of steam going to the outside like that.
3rd down for Maple Grove and 6 to go.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Coach Spurl this year. You just tell the way the kids respond to him, too.
Harney out of the shotgun on 3rd and 6, right in the backfield now, number 18. Harney to throw, right picks up the blitzer. And Williams had the first down but couldn't hang on to it down at the 33-yard line.
And that was one of those, he was starting to turn already to get upfield, wanted to add some yards there, and you just take your eyes off of that ball, even just for a split second. So you got to wrap up first, grab it, take the hit. He would have had a first down.
And Maple Grove not wanting to give any momentum to Eden Prairie.
Smart.
He's going to punt for the first time tonight.
And probably, if this was a one-score game, they probably go for it, So, but smart football. You're up by 4 scores. Your defense has been on the field, though, a lot here in the second half. You would like to pick up even 1 or 2 more first downs, just buy yourself a little bit of a rest.
Severs, the place kicker, also the punter, fielded on a couple of bounces and returned a few yards there by Vaughn Feely.
Yeah.
It was a little dangerous, but
that's one of those as a coach you're watching like, no! But he was able to recover it. But it does. When you're down, it forces you to try maybe things you wouldn't normally do just to make a play or create a spark. Get your team going.
The Eagles trying to get in the end zone here in the fourth quarter, trailing 28-0. 1st and 10 from their 25. Hand off, Rumpf. Draheim the tackle from behind. Well, we've called number 7's name a lot tonight on defense and offense.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when you're going against Maple Grove, those slower developing plays like that, they're hard to do because they have so much speed at linebacker. You got to go north and south as quick. If you notice, Eden Prairie's biggest success tonight are those quick traps. Right up the middle, they've been able to get positive yards. If you allow Maple Grove to run and attack the alleys, it's just hard picking.
Markham rolls out on 2nd down, takes a hit as he throws. Scanson on the pressure. Ball intended downfield for Stern, and it'll be 3rd down.
Jackson tried to hang on, tried to let one of his receivers get open, and then he knew the boom was coming. He took a hit there.
3rd and 8 for Eden Prairie. Line of scrimmage, the Eden Prairie 27. Handoff, Fredericks, and he's hit and driven back. Skansen on the tackle along with Jack Weigel.
Yeah, just nothing there. They did. They went that unbalanced to the right side of the formation, trying to get a numbers game there, get more blockers than you have defenders. But Maple Grove set that edge, and just no cutback, no seam there to break it open.
And on 4th and 6, even though you're down 28, it's you're not going to give the ball to Maple Grove inside the 30. You risk that, and they'll punt it away. Stern sanding inside his 15. A little bit of a high snap, no pressure for Maple Grove, and gets the kick away. A high, short kick. Crimson will get away from it. It'll bounce out of bounds just across midfield. So Maple Grove, Ryan, 9:28 to go. Coaches aren't going to do this, but the kids are going to start thinking ahead right to next week and who do we play next and all that. And that discussion is for after the game, but you start thinking
it's human nature, absolutely. Right. And I think as a coach, you're starting to think, okay, at what point do I maybe get some of my guys out of this game and, ensure that there's no injuries. But yeah, with 9:28 left, we've seen unbelievable comebacks in the past. So I think offensively, you want to finish this game right. If they can get a score here and execute well, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of those starters out for the rest of the game.
Wangama, the run on first down, and he'll gain 3 yards to the 47-yard line. Edina up big on Egan, Ryan, 35-14. They'd be the opponent for Maple Grove next week.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably alone on this, but I've said this, to other people. Edina's the one team with their quarterback, and they could beat anybody.
And they beat Maple Grove last year and knocked them out, right?
And obviously Maple Grove, I think, is a much more full team this year, but that's not going to be an easy out. Especially at a neutral site. Maple Grove is going to have to bring it next week.
2nd down and 7. Under 9 minutes to play. Patrick Wright here breaks a tackles on his feet to the 35 to the 33. Ball comes out. Eden Prairie may have recovered. Was he already down? And they're going to mark him down. And Maple Grove moves the sticks 15 more yards.
Yeah, they ran that play, a few times tonight, and every time it seems like they have the whole side of the line of scrimmage to run. And you see that just well blocked, not touched, and that's the play right there. You make that guy miss, keep fighting for it. That's close.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's close. At first it looked like it was the ground, but those last 2 times we saw it looked like it might have been coming out.
Wright's best rush tonight. Engel will get a carry for the first time, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped for no gain. Probably a loss there by Feely.
Yeah, Feely's had a nice game defensively, coming up, hovering around the line of scrimmage, made some big tackles.
No game for James Engel. Engel, another one that got a lot of carries along with Wright and Wangama's absence the last half of the season.
Yep.
But for Maple Grove, you keep the clock running, right? It's another couple minutes after the last first down that they're going to be able to chew up here.
Yeah, this is where you tell, Caden Harney, we don't need to snap the ball until there's under 3 seconds left on that play clock.
Pitch will go to Engel. Engel breaks one tackle, but that's it. And then a host of Eagles. Well, they don't quite wrap them up, but they stop. And the whistle comes, and it'll be a pickup of 3, bringing up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, and Engel, with Wangama out, he's got 8 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's had a really nice season.
Third down and 6 for Maple Grove. Down to 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Engel get the call 3rd time in a row. And his best run of the 3, and he's down to the 23-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down, but 4th and short, about 2 yards to go. Pick up a 5 there.
Yeah, I quarterback sneak this. I pick it up. Then you can run another. You could still pick up another first down after this. You could almost take this clock theoretically down to a minute or 2.
Yeah, it's under, I thought it was closer to 2 yards. He's under 1 yard to go for a first here. You bring Draheim into the backfield. Shift Wagner to the left side. An outstanding tackle, and
Timeout.
waited for that play clock to count in 1, and Coach Sproul calls timeout. Well, Ryan and I and all of our CCX crew televising tonight's game, but these folks have done the lion's share of home games the last 4 years here. The Crimson Sports Network, John Planek, Dean Stolp, Jan and Chris Volkel, Chad Van Slooten, all have had boys now in the program, but the 2 youngest, the youngest Volkel, Dylan Volkel and Maddox Van Slooten are seniors. They're going to graduate out with their their kids this year, and but what they have contributed so much to this Maple Grove program, and thanks to all of them, and all terrific people. I know all 4 of those guys have coached in the past, and
when, as you know, being a parent, 2 years ago with Jack, that run that you have as a parent when your kid's team wins the state championship, it's something you'll never forget too.
Right.
So, yeah, these group of parents have been wonderful, really supportive, and no wonder their kids are flourishing.
Yeah, they had their last game here last week, but tonight he will enjoy this victory from the stands. 4th down and short. Harney will keep it. Slipped a little bit, and still might have got enough for the first down. I think he did. Got to the 21.
Yeah, and you can tell a little bit when Caden Harney's going to quarterback sneak, that back leg is stuck further back than normal, so you can get a plant. And you can tell as soon as he planted, he slipped a little bit. That turf was slick down there. That got the first down. Not by much, though, John.
No.
Where they marked it, I mean, that's maybe a half a foot past where that marker was.
Clock runs again.
Yeah, that's what was big. It's even if you don't get another first down, you can run 4 plays, and again, run this down to well below 2 minutes.
Harney with an eye on the play clock, which is at 10 right now. Draheim Engel in the backfield. Engel will get the toss again. Up the middle to the 10-yard line, and he's going to break free into the end zone. Maple Grove, let's go. It's 34-0.
Yeah, nothing fancy. A pitch right up the middle on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Well blocked. And Engel with his 9th touchdown on the year. He's had a really nice year. Getting some good experience, too, and you can see that speed, too. Able to get to that second level. He was gone.
Engel getting all his carries, Ryan, on this series. And gets the 20-yard touchdown. Oh, they blocked the extra point. A rare miss for Maple Grove, and it stays at 34-0.
And I know, for this game it's not going to matter, but those little things like that in the prep bowl and the semis, they can really be the difference in a game. So you definitely got to just great cuts, good patience again.
Good blocked by that line, too. He found that little seam.
Kicked him out, and that's what you want to do. If you can block it out right there, and then you can get a running back that's got the vision and the ability to see that cutback. Tough to stop.
And the extra point block. Another reason that's big, I mean, yes, you want to execute all those, also keeps us from running time, Ryan. So 35 point is the point where you go to running time in the fourth quarter of a game, rather. And we'll continue on, although just 5:04 to play here. Maple Grove about to advance against Edina next Thursday night at Park Center High School. We talked about that earlier. You talked about maybe what if the top seeds got another home game. And I know the reason the high school league went to neutral site in the quarterfinals years ago, because it used to be home site. This ball is handled at the 10. And return out to the 30. Some good returns tonight for Cruzy. He gets out to the 31. Is that they wanted to have it so all the state quarterfinals were played on turf fields. And now most of the schools in the state have turf anyway. But that was the initial reason to go to the quarterfinal round neutral site, was to go to schools that, one, have enough big enough stands to handle a state quarterfinal round game, and more importantly, the turf fields, which all of them will have.
Yeah, I just think as a reward to the regular season, if you're that top seed, you should be able to host that, right? It's why you play the regular season. But
Rumpf on the first down carry, picks up 4 yards.
You know, the other thing too is you look at a team like Maple Grove, one more game outside. But weather affects some of these teams, right? If they rely solely on throwing, bad weather can really change that. Maple Grove, with their balance, I think can win any style of game.
Second down run and a short gain there. Braden Cole, first carry, and then we get another flag comes out. From Urbanek shaking hands at the end there. But that's not going to prevent another flag here. And Jacob Urbanek, we talked to Coach about him before the game, and he's kind of the leader of that defense, right? And telling his guys to get back. They're going to take the penalty here, but he got to dial it back a little bit, whatever is bringing these flags. If they saw more than one player on each side, it's a fairly long discussion for what I'm guessing is going to be on
Did the flag get thrown at the second actor or the first one? So sometimes they just get together to talk about what led up to it.
Offsetting penalties. Crimson, Coach Spurl didn't like the call that went against Ryder Skansen. I think one of the offensive linemen for Eden Prairie who got the first call. And Jake Gow, and now we're going to get a timeout.
I like the timeout there, maybe just to settle everyone down and just say, hey, let's finish this game. No more commentary, no more celebrating, just get in, make the play, get out of there. Let's get out of here with a win.
Well, for Eden Prairie too, right? Just let's finish this and
let's talk with our play. Let's finish with a great drive. Absolutely.
Ryan, you had a chance to talk with some of your former coaches there. Yeah. You know some of those guys on the sideline from back in the day.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, think about it, John. That was 28 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and yet you can remember certain things like it was yesterday. And to see some of those same guys, obviously Coach Grant, but some of the same guys that coached me still there. That's another reason why they've been so good for so long. They've had great continuity, great teaching, and a really cohesive staff for so long.
Third down play coming from the 37 of Eden Prairie for the Eagles. Give this to Rumpf. And he is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Loss on the play.
Yeah.
Thien had him around the ankles.
Yeah, nice job by Thien.
It'll be fourth down for Eden Prairie. And I think this time they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, and that time I thought the cutback was there towards the middle, and he ended up popping it out. And it just wasn't. Maple Grove does a good job of setting that edge. You don't see guys getting outside and big, huge gains. They're pretty disciplined about setting that edge, forcing the ball back to the middle, knowing they're going to have good pursuit.
I think it is going to be the punt team after all that comes out. And now a delay of game on Eden Prairie. back to the 32. Maple Grove, Edina next week, Ryan, Thursday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. That's the fun thing about this year and this time of year is every game's you're playing good teams. You got to just bring it. But I do honestly think that if Maple Grove plays their best, John, they're the best team in the state. Now, granted, I don't think there's such a huge gap that if they played okay and another team played great, like Minnetonka could beat them. I think Edina could beat them. You know, but if Maple Grove plays like they did tonight, where they're just solid on both sides of the ball, I don't know if anyone else can beat them. I would put them as obviously they're ranked number 1, but I think they're the most complete team, and I would put them as almost heavy favorites to win it all.
Forrest Sukup is the backup quarterback. He will come in to direct this series as Maple Grove getting their backups in here at the end of the game. Bryce Guerin, Drake Wegscheid in the backfield. Sukup will hand off. And again, back to the line of scrimmage. Guerin, the junior. And again, pushing and shoving after the whistle. And
there's another flag.
And Prairie getting some of their substitutes in. They had their first line guys still in there, at least on the defensive line. They're coming out. Jacob Urbanek, he did a terrific game tonight. Their spotlight player. And that whole defense was good, posting a shutout on Eden Prairie here in the second round.
They came in averaging 30 points a game, so it's not like their offense has been poor.
Personal foul on the defense. Oh, let me get again the offsetting, which again, Crimson fans clearly don't love it like they didn't like the last offsetting call. It's all right. Second down to 9. You get 3:12 to play. You don't want any more of that, right?
Yep. Ooh.
Looks like a little movement in the backfield. And on the tackle for loss. Feely comes up and makes the tackle on Drake Wegscheid. Now Feely will come out. His last play gets a tackle. Adam Spurl out. Talking to his guys, and what a terrific effort that defense. Kevin Toad there at the end, number 19. That D-line playing well tonight. And all 11 on defense, through cut back.
Yeah, I mean, and right from the start too tonight, John, right? Like they got the ball and they marched down, got a touchdown, got a stop, got a touchdown, pick 6. It's a dominant performance.
Pitch goes to Guerin again, or excuse me, to Wegscheid again. Stays in bounds, didn't get much, but that clock keeps running. It'll be 4th down. Maple Grove will punt.
Yeah, nice tackle by Ivy there, running him down.
It'll be down to about 1:40. Less than that when they punt this away. Henry Knutson on the punt for Maple Grove. Needs for that play clock to get under 5. Snap to the high.
Ooh, almost blocked.
Got the kick away. He'll be down by Maple Grove at the 43 of Eden Prairie. He'll get the ball one last time. 1:27 to go. Eagles had some plays in the first half. Coach Grant talked about the little things. That They didn't get the interception in the end zone. They didn't get the knockdown on the long play. And all those things went Maple Grove way. Sometimes good teams, though, make the big plays, right?
But think about it, was 0-0.
Right.
They pick that
On
off,
the
and
first
Prairie
one.
does.
Yes.
Maybe the whole tone of the game is differently. So, no, you're right. I mean, it's a game of inches. We hear it all the time, but those are just winning teams seem to make those more often than not, and Maple Grove made them tonight.
Eden Prairie will get their backups in on offense. Bryce Kangas in at quarterback. Pitch will go back and run here for Peter Anderson. Tackle for Maple Grove made by Mike Tracy, Wade Gasner. And big plays, big moments for all these other guys that play the scout team, now all getting in. Granted, only a few plays, but to get a couple plays here in a playoff game.
It matters. It's experience. It's exciting. And again, a lot of times you get those minutes at the end of the game, but it's enough where it fuels you in the off season to work even harder because you want to be that starter. You want to be a big part of a team doing special things.
Another inside handoff. Tackle out at midfield, made by Ben Wilcox. On the rush for Eden Prairie, that's up a 3rd down and 1 at the 49 of the Crimson, down to 25 seconds to go. This should probably be the final play. First down run after that carry, and still on his feet. Abraham Youssef, Logan Forsyth on that run. Just Bates. And that is it. 34-0. Maple Grove posts a shutout. They go to 10-0 on the season. Their second playoff win over Eden Prairie in the last 4 seasons. They'll play Edina in the state 6A quarterfinals next Thursday night.
That'll be a fun one. It was fun to see them live up to the best team in the state, number 1 ranked. And they certainly look like it tonight. They were dominant on both sides of the ball, and it's just a good team win.
Well, 3 offensive series, Ryan. Our first 3 series of the game all end in touchdowns, and all long drives, too, and all end in scores.
Well, we talked about that first quarter scoring they've had all year. They've done it all year, is you just jump on teams. And sometimes teams, even good teams that aren't used to being down like that, it shocks them, and it gets them completely out of their rhythm. So Maple Grove came out with a good game plan tonight, and they executed great.
We'll take a time out. Ryan will hear from a couple of the Crimson players. We wrap up our coverage of prep football, Maple Grove, Eden Prairie. Final thoughts from Maple Grove High School after this. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Maple Grove 34, Eden Prairie nothing. The Crimson go to 10-0 and advance to next week's state quarterfinal round. Eden Prairie finishes the season now 6-4. Around the league, other games around CCX land. Armstrong with a win over district rival Cooper 28-0. The Falcons stay unbeaten, and they will head to the state quarterfinals. Totino Grace, the top seed in their section. They're on the state 47-6 over St. Anthony. Providence Academy losing tonight at Ordo. That was a 2-1 seed. The Spartans advanced to state, and the team that Maple Grove will play next, Edina, state runner-up last year, defeats Egan 42-21. Winners of tonight's games, winning section trophies, and that's what the Crimson have won tonight. Ryan Iverson standing by with a couple of Crimson players down at the sideline.
Well, thanks, JJ. Well, I'm here with a couple of happy bows. I'm going to start with Bo Thien tonight. Defensively, I mean, you just shut down a really good running team that averaged 30 points a game. I mean, how were you guys able to do it tonight?
I think in the locker room it's just started, man. We just had, that was the most energy we've ever had coming into a game, and so we just kind of rallied, and we were hitting hard. We were tackling, gang tackles. We were just kind of making plays all week. The scout gave us a good look, so we just came together and made it happen.
Yeah, I've covered you guys for years. You guys always have great linebackers that can run and tackle. Those are some big backs. You guys took them down. They just had nothing, to get to that second level. I mean, what was the game plan tonight?
Game plan, really, we just knew that they had great backs, and we knew that they were going to kind of just snap in our throats a little bit, try and jam it up the middle.
Were you trying to force them to throw, maybe?
Yeah. That was the goal. We knew we were going to try and get some throws out of them, and that's where we can cause the big plays, the turnovers. So, we were good on that, and we made it happen tonight.
Well, before I go to the other bowl, you just found out you're playing Edina next week. Any early thoughts on that one?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good game.
All right, congrats on a great game tonight. All right, over here with Bo Draheim. Bo, I felt like you were everywhere tonight. Offensively, some great plays. Defensively, so many tackles. Yeah. What do you think of your performance?
I mean, it wasn't just me. Like, as a team, we probably played our best game we had. On defense, we were just swarming left and right. They couldn't get anything going. Then we forced them to pass, and, look at the other ball, pick 6. Like, it's easy. Then on offense, it all starts with up front. Our O-line was just dominating. And then, say we got to 4th down, we made some plays happen, and it worked out. And then, I made some plays, but I think it was a really good team win, and I think it will help us carry on. Getting this win will help us go further in the playoffs, I think.
I talk a lot about balance. Offensively, can you run and throw? But also balance, do you have a great defense and a great offense? Yeah. You guys are probably the most balanced team in the state. And, again, tonight, great plays through the passing game. How fun was it to have Chuck back there as well, just being the game breaker that he can be?
Oh, God. We've missed him, last 4 years. We've had some backs that played really well. But having Charles back there, I love blocking for him, man. I hit a block, and I just see him run by and make some massive plays. And then, just having him add so much more, just even more depth to the bunch of depth we already have on the squad. I just think very balanced both ways. Played a good game, all of us.
Last question. I know you got called up, I think, a couple years ago when they won it, right?
I did, yes.
What does this mean now being a senior, leading this team to the #1 ranking and a very legitimate chance to win it all again?
No, looking at 2 years ago, I was just a sophomore. I was the young guy on the team. I got to experience it. I got to feel what it's like to play at the bank. And knowing what that feels like, we really want it. I've shared that, how that feels with this squad. And we yearn for playing there, and we yearn for winning it all. I think with having the leadership that we had, we had 6 guys pulled up during our sophomore season that were there, and then we even had some more scout guys pulled up. So we've probably had 10, if not more, guys on the team in the bank since we were sophomores, these seniors now. And I just think we want to feel that again. We need to feel that again, and that's gonna be a major factor in our drive to get there.
Well, big step forward tonight, 34-0. Congrats! Get in there and celebrate with your team.
I will.
Good luck next week. Congrats on a great game.
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right, back to you, JJ.
All right, thanks very much, Ryan Iverson. Terrific win from Maple Grove. They are on to the state quarterfinals next week, a dominating 34-0 shutout of Eden Prairie tonight. They'll play Edina next Thursday night, 7 o'clock at Park Center High School. For Ryan Iverson and all of our terrific crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching our coverage of Prep Football Class 6A. Second round, Maple Grove advances.